Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we will be looking into the new feature Immortal Expertise. In this video, I will show you guys how many of the Master Mark, Master Insight, and Immortal Fragments we are going to need in order to max out the whole skill tree. The new feature includes a lot of new increase in higher STP power, and I think a lot of people are going to be happy with more power, but at the same time, I've seen a lot of people are not happy about the amount of immortal fragments are needed, which I'm going to show you guys later in this video in the calculation. And in my opinion, you are going to get jaw drop, maybe going into the rage. I don't know. So keep in mind, relax, take a look at my calculations. Let's take a look at the master mark requirements. At level 0, if you don't know what I mean by level 0, let's go back into the game real quick and you can see the 7 nodes pre level 1 are the one I call level 0, so you guys know what I mean. So let's go back into the calculations. I can see the level 1 you require 30, 45, 60, 75, and 90 at level 5. Basically increased by 15 each level. Totally, you require 300 to max out one node pre level 1. And then you require 2100 if you want to max out all the nodes before you're going on to upgrade to level 1, and then you go into level 2. And then you go to level 1 here. Don't be confused, the level 1 here is after the level 1 here is upgraded. So now we go entering the level 1 to 2, the 7 nodes here. Let's take a look at the requirements. You can see here at level 1 you need 60, and then it increased by 30 each level. At level 5 you're gonna need 180. Total required is 600 to upgrade one node to level 5. And since there are 7 nodes that needs to be upgraded, you're gonna need 4,200 master marks in order for you to max out all the nodes between level 1 and to level 2. And then at level 2 it increases by 40, and then for level 3 to level 4 it increases by 50, and then for level 4 to level 5 increases by 60, from level 5 to level 6 increase by 70, and then from level 6 to 7 it increased by 80. You know, I am not 100% sure how much it increases, but I'm just taking assumption from the level 0 to level 1 and level 1 to level 2, which where I am at the moment, and I can see, where the calculation is going. So I'm taking assumption that you are increasing, by 30, by 40 each level. So at the end here at level 7, I put the orange color on the top because I'm not 100% certain how much you're gonna increase. And as you can see, I put it like increase by 80. This is assumption, it might be even more, it will be even less. But you also see here I have another calculation as well, which increased by 100, which might be possible. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be possible or not, but I'm assuming the first one on the first orange color here going to be the correct one, and another one is just alternate that I did extra in case it become like that. So if you look at the number for 7 nodes, you're thinking that there are a lot. Yes, they are. There are plenty of nodes that, master mark that we require to max out every nodes in, between each levels. And let's take a look at the total number that we are requiring to max out all the nodes in the game at the moment. So if you want, max out all the nodes for one immortal, you are going to need 69,300 nodes or master marks. That's huge number, and alternate calculations is going to be 70,700 depending how much it increases from each level. So it's going to take a while for a lot of people, and I think for the first immortal we won't be using that much of the time because we get the first win from elite campaign, which I'm going to show you guys right now. If you go on to elite campaign, you will see that first time you get a lot more than the normal times, because the first time, sometimes depending which stage you are in, you get 34 more, like you are in stage 6.8 or stage 8 in the 6th level. And yeah, so it really depends where you are on this elite campaign. Maybe you get more. So I think the first level is gonna be okay. The first levels, like the first immortal going to be okay to upgrade the master marks, the levels for the nodes and stuff like that. But for the second, the third, and the fourth immortal and so on, it's gonna be a real pain to grind. So yeah, keep in mind, guys, these calculations, especially the first 3 levels, the first 3 tables here are accurate. So the rest one is still an assumption, but I think it's going to be like that. So yeah, almost 70,000 master marks. So don't keep your head down. Get back up and grind out. So this is only beginning of what to come in these calculations. Now let's take a look at Master Insight requirements. As you can see on the screen, on the green color, Master Insight are like the ones that you use to upgrade the special nodes and the level. I'm going to show you guys in the game right now how it looks like. These are the Master Insight, and then you use to upgrade the level of the specialization, and then you use to upgrade the special nodes right here. And you have another one as well called Grace. I'm going to show you guys later in this video, but for now these are the precision and dexterity. Keep in mind the names of each position might differ. That's why I have Berserker and Gladiator on the screen for calculations, and you can see on the game for the tank you have precision and dexterity. So each name gonna differ, but I think you guys know what I mean by that. If not, I think you can scroll back and then see it for yourself. So level 1 you need 10, and it increases by 5 each time to level 5, and at level 5 you need 30. In total, for one node to max out you need 100, and then 2 nodes you require 200. And in game there are a total of 16 nodes that you need to max out. That is totally 1,600. Keep in mind, before I continue, I need to tell you this, that with Master Insight you have 1-to-1 ratio with the Immortal Fragments. So whenever you need 1600 Master Insight, you're gonna need 1600 Immortal Fragments as well. This is becoming like a little bit small, right, from the players, because a lot of people has been sending the developers the message like, I think the numbers are delusional and the total amount that we need to max out at 3 is way too much for a normal players to manage to try and complete the expertise tree. I think we will be hearing some update real soon, but for now, let's go with it, what we get, and see what we can do about it. And you see here on the orange color, we have grace nodes. Grace nodes are the special nodes, number 2, that you can only find 2 of them. That one of them is pre or before level 4, and another one is before level 8. They are basically the same as special nodes you see in the dragon tree with the special nodes right there. And these require a little bit more, master insights and immortal fragments. So you can see here I made 2 tables because I'm not 100% certain how the number gonna scale each level. So I made one with only they're gonna scale like by 10 each level. You can see here the level 1 is 40, but the level 5 is 80, and then you're gonna need total 300 to max out 1, 600 for 2, and you're gonna need the same amount of immortal fragments here as well. And you have another table here where I increase by 40, which is the first number here, right? Level 1, level 2 to 80, until level 5 you need 200. You need 600 in total to max out 1 special node, the grace, and you need total of 1200 for the 2 nodes that you are in the tree. And total of 1200, I think that's way too much. Imagine this, if you combine this number together, that is already 2800 immortal fragments and master insight. This is like the worst case scenario, but at best scenario is like 2200, still a lot. And if you're a chaos user, so you're gonna have to do the chaos again, like the whole immortal and more. If you are using the epic immortals, you are going to have to do, if my calculations are accurate, which I believe it is, you're gonna need over 4000 immortal fragments. So let's take a look at the skill, the master insight and the immortal fragments for the skill. Here you have level 1 200, level 2 100, and then scales up by 50 each time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it is these skill level right here, the big ones. They are pretty good STP. They come with good STP. They increase by 2000 each time. So to be honest, this one is, I think it's fine. I think the immortal fragments is still too much here. I think the master insight is fine by the numbers, just the master insight, but the immortal numbers shouldn't be that much from beginning. And I think a lot of people are not happy about that as well. So let's go back to the calculation table. You can see here you're gonna need 1950 just to unlock the skill level. And imagine if you take this and you adding to all of these previous nodes, then we are going to get a total amount of 4150 if the easiest way, I would say, with the first orange table right here, which is 600. But if it's going with the double, like the 80 each time, which is 1200, we will be seeing 4750. And imagine we're going to need this much of immortal fragments as well. It's basically you need to multiply the normal epic immortal requirement to max out with itself like 4 times at least to get to this number, which is quite insane. I totally understand why people are mad about it. I'm also not, not happy about it. I like the event, I like the feature, but this is way too much, like way too much. Now that we are at the end of this video, we have to put things together. As you can see on the screen, I have put all the calculations together for your first March or your main March, and these are the total numbers of each stuff that you're going to need. For Master Mark, you're going to need 277,200 Master Mark in order to max out all the nodes for your 4 Immortals. Keep in mind, the first Immortal is going to be quite easier because of the first time beating the Elite campaign, like I mentioned throughout the video. And the rest, the second, the third, and the fourth Immortal, going to be a pain, going to be a grind. But hey, I think a lot of people are, should be happy about it because now we have something to do and grind for the next 6 months to 10 months or maybe a year for a lot of people. And at least if you can focus on, trying to get one Immortal at a time, I think you're going to be fine. And keep in mind, everybody are at the same pace. There's no pay to win feature for this, so that is a huge plus for me. But the most I would say hated and the most disliked feature about the Immortal Expertise is this next one I'm going to mention right now. Master Insight and Immortal Fragments requirements for the nodes. Gonna need 2,200 Master Insight. Fine, that is good number for Master Insight, but you also have to get Immortal Fragments with the Master Insight. They are 1-to-1 ratio, like I mentioned earlier, and in total for your whole March, you're gonna need 8,800 Immortal Fragments and Master Insight, which is insane. But wait until you get onto the next one, which is the Master Insight and Immortal Fragments requirement for skill level. That is another 1,950 per Immortal and 7,800 in total. And if you combine together these two numbers, you're gonna have 16,600. Imagine that, 16,600 Immortal Fragments to, max out the Expertise 3 for your whole main March. When you think about this, it's really crazy number, and that's what people are complaining about. They have been trying to, send a lot of complaints to the devs about this, because while the Expertise feature is great, but this number of Immortal Fragments required to upgrade all of this stuff is very bad. I want to, emphasize how much we are needing currently before any updates. 16,600 Immortal Fragments is insane. It's crazy, because if you are Chaos users, you have to, get the same Immortal twice or three times already to able to max out the whole Expertise 3. And if you are using Epic like Holy Shadow and Elemental stuff, you are going to get the same Immortal 4 times before you can max out the whole Expertise 3. It sounds crazy. It is crazy. I hope the game changed that. I think a lot of people want the game to change that. And yeah, I don't know what to say. When I saw this, my jaw dropped. When I saw this, a lot of other people saw this, they were lost for words. A lot of people were complaining. And when we first did calculation, I saw somebody did the calculation first. They got around 3,000, all together, right? But when I did my calculation again, and I rechecked it, and in total it became like 16,500, oh sorry, 16,600 for the whole March. And for one immortal, you're going to need like around 4,150, which is insane number. And I don't know what to really say about it, to be honest. I gave you my opinion. I think it's bad. I think a lot of people might stop playing because of this. And hopefully we're gonna see some changes really soon, because the feature, I like it so much. It's really, really good. It's just that these numbers is really, really crazy. I think they might, make a lot of players demotivating, especially the free-to-play players and the low spenders that spend probably roughly $10, $50, $100 a month. I think that is very demotivating, because you never know, you don't know how long time you're gonna need to obtain that kind of amount of immortals. For example, if you want to use Yi and Shin, what you have to do, you have to play the lucky spin, you have to buy the golden path, you have to do the king of the hill. It's a lot to do, a lot to grind. I like the grind, but I hate the amount of the immortal fragments you have to consume to be able to increase the level and the nodes and stuff like that. And that's basically my thought on it. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you like the video, please press the like and give me a like in the daily talk section in the game as well. So yeah, thanks you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video.